Hello, welcome to Tennessee's At Home Learning Series for Math. Today's lesson is for all of our first graders out there, but of course, anyone is more than welcome to tune in. Today's lesson is the 17th lesson in our series. I'm Miss Sarah, and I'm a first grade teacher at Baxter Primary School in the Putnam County School System. I'm so excited that I get to be your teacher for math today. Welcome again to our virtual classroom. If you haven't had a chance to view our previous lessons, you can find those on the Tennessee Department of Education's website at www.tn.gov/education. Of course, you can still tune in to today's lesson if you haven't seen those previous lessons, but you might have a little bit more fun if you go back and watch those first, because we're going to use what we learned in our previous lesson to help us with our new learning today. Today, we will be learning how to model and compare two-digit numbers to determine which is less in math. Before we get started, to participate fully in today's lesson, you are going to need paper, pencil, and the student packet for math, grade 1, lesson 17, which you can find at www.tn.gov/education. Okay, let's begin. I have some cubes that I need your help comparing. Can you tell me which pile has less or fewer cubes? Is it the blue pile or the gray pile? What's that? You are so right. It's a little hard to tell which pile has less or fewer cubes. So let's see if maybe I can put them in order or arrange them in an easier way to see if that makes it easier to see which one has less. I'm going to turn these Legos into a train. Now, if we were in the classroom, we might be using our cubes that we can connect together. But because I don't have those at home, I'm using Legos to represent those cubes. I think that this new cube train or Lego train arrangement is going to help me find which one has less much better. Don't you? Now I am ready to see which pile of cubes has less or fewer cubes. I'm going to stack the two on top of each other. I'm going to put the gray on top of the blue and show you that way. I can see by looking at our cube train that the blue pile has less cubes than the gray pile because it has fewer cubes in it. I can also do it like this. Line up the ends, and you can see very clearly that the blue pile of cubes has less or fewer cubes in it than the gray. We can see that it has less because 1, 2, 3 cubes don't match up with another cube. Thank you so much for helping me compare those two numbers to find which set had fewer or less cubes. Let's go ahead and look at our first problem. For this problem, I'm going to model for you the process of finding which one has less. I'm going to read the problem out loud, but of course you can read along with me if you would like. Ron has 19 crackers. Minnie has 13 crackers. Who has fewer crackers? Which number is less, 13 or 19? I know. I think I'm going to use my base 10 blocks to compare the two numbers. I'm also going to need that place value chart that we learned how to draw yesterday to help me compare those two numbers. First, I'm going to draw that place value chart, which we know we can draw by drawing a line, a horizontal line straight across, a vertical line down the middle, and labeling the left side with 10s and the right side with 1s. Okay. Now I'm going to model the number of crackers that Ron has. And my story tells me that Ron has 19 crackers. So I'm going to draw a quick draw of the 10s and 1s in 19. When I look at the number 19, I can see that there's a 1 in the tens place, so I need to draw 1 10. And then if I look at the number 19, I can see that there's 9 in the ones place. So I'm going to draw 9 ones, which are circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have 1 10 and 9 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Next, I'm going to model the number of crackers that Minnie has and with 10s and 1s, like this. So when I look at Minnie's, she has 13, and the number 13 has a 1 in the 10s place, so I'm going to draw 1 10, and 3 in the 1s place, so 3 1s. Do you agree with my model? Excellent. How can I use my model to find who has less or fewer crackers? In our last lesson, we said that we could look at the tens, and whichever one had more tens was greater, and whichever one had less tens was less. But in this problem, we have the same number of tens. So we're going to look at the ones this time. And if the tens are the same, you're going to move over and look at the ones and compare the ones place. Which one is less? 9 ones or 3 ones? Excellent. 3 ones is less than 9 ones. And because 3 ones is less than 9, 13 is less than 19. All right, let's look at our next problem. Which number is less, 22 or 28? Blank is less than blank. I think I'm going to use a quick draw to represent my base 10 blocks. I will draw a place value chart first to help me to model how to compare those two numbers. And remember, a quick draw has a horizontal line, a vertical line, and then we're going to label tens, ones. Now I will draw the number 22. When I look at the number 22, it has 2 in the tens place and 2 in the ones place. And then when I look at the number 28, it has 2 in the tens place and 8 in the ones its place. How can we use this drawing to compare the numbers? Will I compare the tens or will I compare the ones? Right. I'm going to compare the ones because the tens place has the same number of tens. I can compare the ones to see which number is less or fewest. The number 22 has two ones. 1, 2. The number 28 has 8 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The numbers 22 and 28 have the same number of tens. So the number 22 is less than or fewer than 28 because 22 has less ones than 28 does. I have shown the number 22 is less than 28, and now I'm going to fill in my number sentence. 22 is less than 28. And when I look at my second number sentence, I see a symbol. And this symbol represents less than. So 22 is less than 28 because 22 has less ones than 28 does. Wonderful. We have now compared two two-digit numbers with base 10 blocks with our quick draw to find which one is less. Let's look at this first problem, and then we're going to do this one together. So the ones before I did by myself, so now it's time for you to help me. For this problem, I am asked to circle the number that has less. Here, 39 and 36. I see that I need to compare the numbers 39 and 36. I'm going to use base 10 blocks to build the two numbers. I will use a place value chart to help me compare those two numbers. So I'm going to draw a horizontal line, a vertical line down the middle, label tens and ones. And then I'm going to draw those numbers with base 10 blocks. First, I'm going to model the number 39. 39 has 3 tens and 9 ones. 1, 2, 3 tens, and then 9 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then 36 has 3 tens, 1, 2, 3, and 6 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How can I use this model to help me find which number is less? Absolutely. Both numbers have 3 tens in them. And if the tens place is the same, we're going to look at the ones place. I can now compare the ones to find which one has less or fewer. That number is going to be the least number. The number 36 has less ones than the number 39. That means that 36 is less than 39. So now I need to complete my chart. It says to circle the number that is less. So we said that 36 was less. The next column says, did tens or ones help you decide? I used ones to compare my two numbers, so I'm going to circle ones. Remember, we used ones because the tens were the same. And then the last says to finish the number sentence. Blank is less than blank. So which one was less? 36. 36 is less than 39. And then we're going to fill in the bottom with the symbol. 36 is less than 39. Fantastic job. Go ahead and pat yourself on the back because you are so smart. Thank you for following along with me. So far, we have learned that we can compare numbers using base 10 blocks, that quick draw that we've done, and write a number sentence using the less than symbol. Now let's look at our next problem. I'm going to read the problem out loud. Circle the number that is less, 80 or 94. For this problem, I am asked to circle the number that is less or fewer. Here. I see that I need to compare the numbers 80 and 94. So I'm going to use that quick draw with base 10 models, with base 10 blocks, to build or show those two numbers. I'm going to need a place value chart. So I'm going to draw that and label tens and ones. This place value chart is going to help me to compare those two numbers. First, I'm going to model the number 80. 80 has 8 tens and 0 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 0 ones. So I won't draw anything in the ones place. And next I'm going to do 94. And 94 has 9 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 4 ones. The number 80 has 8 tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. And the number 94 has 9 tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. And 4 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. I do not have the same number of tens, so I can compare the tens to find which one is less. Which one is less? 8 tens or 9 tens? I know. 8 tens is less because 8 is less or fewer than 9. And since 80 has fewer tens, 80 is going to be less. So I'm going to circle the number 80. Now that we know which number is less, let's go ahead and complete the rest of the chart. Did tens or ones help us decide? Tens. Because the tens place were not the same, we can compare the tens. Now we need to write the numbers to complete the number sentence. 80 is less than 94. And then I'm going to do the number sentence using the symbol. 80 is less than 94. Fantastic job. For our next problem, I would like for you to get your paper and your pencil ready. To get us started, let's draw a place value chart. Remember, a place value chart is a line straight down and then a vertical line or a horizontal line across. Label the left side tens and the right side ones. Great. Now we are going to look at our problem. It says to circle the number that is less, 57 or 54. I see that we need to compare the numbers 57 and 54. We're going to use a quick draw model to help us represent the numbers 57 and 54 as tens and ones. So look at your place value chart. Let's do 57 first. How many tens are in the number 57? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many ones for 57? 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Did you draw 5 lines and 7 circles? Good job. Now I need to model the number 54. I want you to draw along with me. 54 has 5 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 4 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did you draw 5 lines and 4 circles? Excellent job. How can we use this drawing to compare the numbers? Am I going to compare the tens or the ones? The number 57 and the number 54 both have 5 tens. So since the tens are the same, I can look at the ones place to see which one has fewer. The number 57 has 7 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the number 54 has 4 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which one is fewer? 4 or 7? Right. 4 ones is less than 7 ones. So that means that 54 is less than 57. So now I'm ready to complete my chart. The first part says to circle the number that is less, and 54 is less. The second part says, did tens or ones help you decide? Which one helped us decide? That's right. The ones helped us decide because the tens were the same. And then the last one says to write the numbers. We're going to finish that number sentence. Blank is less than blank. So which one is less? 54 is less than 57. Then we're going to fill in the other number sentence, which has our symbol for less than. 54 is less than 57. Wonderful. We have now compared two two-digit numbers with base 10 blocks using our quick draw. Now it's your turn. Look at this last problem. Listen as I read the problem to you. Circle the number that is less, 61 or 66. You're going to need to use a quick draw and that place value chart to compare the two numbers. You're going to want to flip your paper over and draw that place value chart, which remember is a horizontal line across, a vertical line down the middle, and label tens and ones. I'm going to give you a minute to do this. All right, I'm going to complete my chart and I want you to compare your answer to mine. Circle the number that is less. When you drew your quick draw, you should have found that 61 is less. Did tens or ones help you decide? The ones, because 61 and 66 have the same number of tens. So you have to look at the ones to find which one is fewer. And then they wanted us to fill in the number sentence. 61 is less than 66. And then the one with the symbol, 61 is less than 66. Boys and girls, you did amazing work today. Today we practiced comparing two numbers in order to find which one is less. And you sure did a great job. After the video, you will have some tasks to practice on your own. I'm going to show you those independent practice tasks now, and then you can find them on the website at www.tn.gov/education to complete on your own after the video. Good luck and do your best. I'm going to read you the problems out loud. Model and compare two two-digit numbers. Circle the number that is less. 34, 36. Did tens or ones help you decide? Tens or ones? And then finish the number sentence. Blank is less than blank. Number 2. Circle the number that is less. 75 or 57? Did tens or ones help you decide? Write the numbers to finish the number sentence. Number 3, circle the number that is less. 80 or 89? Did the tens or the ones help you decide? Write the numbers to finish the number sentence. Number 4, circle the number that is less. 25, 52. Did the tens or the ones help you decide? Write the numbers to complete the number sentence. Blank is less than blank. And then the last one, number 5. Use a quick draw to model and compare. Jenny and Cindy went to a farmer's market. Jenny bought 25 apples. Cindy bought 18 apples. Who bought fewer apples? So you're going to draw your place value chart, draw your quick draw of tens and ones, and then tell who bought fewer apples. I enjoyed learning how to compare two-digit numbers in order to find which one is fewer. Thank you for inviting me into your home again today. I look forward to seeing you in our next lesson at Tennessee's At Home Learning Series. Bye, everyone.